Hi guys, this is Prototech 1999, and today I'm going to show you my new forge idea and how to make it, and also why it looks a lot different than any other forge you've seen. So if you keep watching, I'll show you what you need. Now what I've already done to save time is draw out what the forge will look like, which you saw in the beginning of the video, and I also put some screen in here, and that's just the garden screen, and I went ahead and stapled that in there. You also notice these screws sticking out. Those are holding in a cam below, but before I get to that, you'll notice that I've put little nails all throughout it, and that's so the concrete has something to grip onto, whereas if it was just a flat piece of wood, it would probably slide off. Now going on to the ventilation system, up there we got the tin can attached from the top with screws, and I put a tin can up there, that way it's not going to melt. It might get a little hot since it's real close to the fire, but it definitely won't melt. Below that I have a plastic bottle, not the best again, ideally it should be all metal, but I didn't have any. And then below that I have another tin can and a plastic bottle going into the bathroom fan. And also right here is the little cap, because stuff's gonna fall down there eventually, and I just have that roped up to here, so to unwind it and open it back up just like that, empty it out, and then tie it back up. And right here I don't have this taped up, and that's because the fan is going to go inside whenever I'm not using it, that way it doesn't get rained on or anything like that. If it really comes down to it and I need the extra air, I will tape it, but I'm still getting a good amount of airflow coming out the top. And now we're going to get on with the concrete. Alright, so I got the concrete all mixed up. Now I'm going to start with the base layer, and I'll build on top of it. Now I'm going to start forming the center, and then after that I'll make the mounds. Alright, the center's done. Now I'm going to make the mounds. Alright, now that's pretty much it. So I noticed that inside here it's kind of giving off a lot of moisture, so probably for the next, I don't know, hour or so I'll come back here and check and make sure everything's staying how it should be, because I know for a fact it's moving around a little just with gravity, and it's kind of trying to flatten out. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys once it's dry. Alright, here we are about 2 days later. The concrete's all dry, there's no cool spots or dark spots. It's a little dark in here, but I think that's because I was breaking it up so the hole would be clear, which brings me to the next thing. I made this little plate with holes drilled in it, and that's because I figured the coal would probably melt through the screen that I already put in there. And this is pretty thin and it might also melt, but if it does, I'll just make another one out of thicker metal. And now I'm going to go over to the benefits, or why I really like this design of the forge. The first forge I ever made was this little bucket forge, and then the air hole was right there, and I'd stick a pipe in there with a hairdryer. And this worked really well. It got stuff really hot, but the thing is, whenever I would try to make like a railroad bike knife, I could only fit the tip in there, and if I was trying to get like the back of it heated up, I really couldn't because the coal was down there. And if I really wanted to, I could have filled the whole thing up, and then that might have worked, but I didn't have a lot of coal. Plus it wastes a lot of coal, which you don't want to do. But that worked for the most part. And then the next forge I made was this forge, and this is like the taco shaped forge. This was really good. I could heat things up in specific areas instead of just sticking it straight down. I have some sticks in here now, just don't worry about that. But the thing was, coal was getting moved around, it was falling off the sides too easily. And so again, it worked pretty well. I used lava rocks as like a filler because I didn't have enough cement. But that's why I came up with this forge, which kind of combines both of the forges. You got a little small bucket forge, and then you also got the two mounds, which makes the taco shape. And then right here, I can hold the coal to just scrape it on in there when I need it. And here I can take away clunkers and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and light it, show you guys how it works. If I did this right, I should be able to light it up. I'm not gonna use any coal, because I'm not gonna waste it. I'm just using some wood, and we'll see if we can heat up it now. Let's try this again. Ooh, that's getting hot. Alright, well, I don't know if we got the nail red hot, but we definitely got it pretty malleable. And if we put coal in there, it'd definitely be red hot. So, I hope you guys liked the video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.